Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is an exciting one. What is your future spouse going to look like? What is their appearance? And of course I had to add some personality traits with it. So I thought this video was going to be super tricky since, there's people from all over the world watching this, but it ended up being one of my favorite videos to make. So yeah, thought that was interesting. Okay, in front of me I have 6 different options, each with a different number. Choose the one that really calls out to you. I did not want stones for this one, just numbers. So intuitively, choose the one that you feel most drawn to. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Group number 1. Okay, so what does your future spouse look like? Okay, group number 1. So immediately I drew this card for you guys. So that told me that you guys are going to end up with somebody who has blonde hair, okay? So, and fair skin is what I'm seeing. So it could range from this kind of blonde to even like a dirty blonde, okay? And I'm even getting like honey colored because I drew the wolf next. Okay, so yeah, it's like a honey color to him. Okay, so let's take a look at the eye color. So I actually got brown eyes, blue eyes, and okay, and actually it hit me that green as well. Like, I'm getting all kinds of different color eyes for this group. Okay, so if this is a guy, I feel like they could have facial hair. And they're going to be more on the muscular side. And if this is a woman you're wondering about, they're going to be on the slim, slender side. Okay. Now, for some of you, your person is going to like to dress up, I'm seeing, and go out, and I'm getting like this, like, just a real classy vibe from them. But I feel like what's interesting is they know how to chill too, okay? So I feel like this person definitely likes to go out, wine and dine and have a good time, basically. But they also, like, they chill. They know how to chill. And I feel like they'd even rock, like, leggings or sweats, okay? Just, like, real casual wear. And you're gonna find them to be super attractive. Like, it's not gonna matter what they wear, and they're gonna go back and forth. And even in between, I'm getting. So, yeah, like, they like to mix it up, clothes-wise. And I'm also seeing that you guys are going to find this person to be super attractive, okay? Like I was saying, like they're going to look hot no matter what they wear. Okay, so I'm also getting that their personality is going to come across like they're a girl, like a princess, and if they're a guy, prince, just like, they're gonna view themselves highly and they're gonna carry themselves well, and I feel like you're just gonna want to like spoil this person, okay? Because they're gonna treat you the same. Like they're gonna treat you like a prince or a princess as well. So, and so going along with that, it's because of their background, okay? So they got roots, like this person is a solid person who is just, they know what matters in life. And it's like those who are close to them, they're very loyal too. you know, true friend to the core. And they say what they mean and their actions match their words. So all around, like a real sound person to be married to is what I'm seeing. Okay, so they're about structure. They're about, making things work, putting in the work to make it work, that kind of thing. So I feel like they're really going to be an amazing match to you, because I feel like you guys you're authentic, you're real, and you want somebody to reciprocate that. And I feel like in this modern, world, it's just, you feel like that's lacking. And I feel like you guys are kind of probably losing faith that somebody is going to match you. But that's what I'm seeing with this group. Somebody who's definitely got, morals, values, and like, they're real. So they want somebody who's real. Okay, what's interesting about this person is they're going to have a very lively personality. Okay, so they may come across like an Aries is what I'm seeing. So very fiery, excited about life type of person. Just being around them is going to get you excited about life. And I feel like, for some of you, this person is going to be in the spotlight. So they might be, a social media influencer or something like that. And for others of you, it won't be that. It's just how they are. Okay, so like a real, like, they light up when they talk, very animated, and it's just this real infectious like vibe and attitude and energy that they have, that they'll make you excited for life is what I'm seeing. Okay. And along with that is the wolf. So your person is also naturally like independent. Okay, they know how to be by themselves. They know, like, they're comfortable with being alone, but they're also comfortable being with people, like in the pack, So I feel like, your person is very like well-rounded and balanced. Okay. And I feel like what's interesting is this is also coming through as I'm talking about this. It's kind of like they've got this, they're able to adapt to change and challenges is also what's coming through. Yeah. Okay. So even though I said they would have facial hair, he doesn't have any. So I feel like that could actually go either way for this group. So they may or may not, Oh, yeah. And like I was saying, like your person, they could be in the spotlight, but they don't have to be. Their personality is basically like they shine, okay? They shine like a star. They're true to themselves. They're true to their path. They're true to the one that they're with. And yeah, just all around an amazing person is what I'm seeing for you guys. All right, group number 1. This is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so what does your future spouse look like? Okay, so this is the card that I drew for you guys. So your future spouse is going to be a brunette. Okay, so you guys got their brunette group. Okay, so if they're a girl, she could resemble this, and if they're a guy, they could resemble that. Okay, so I'm also seeing along with that fair skin. Okay, and what's interesting is I drew the unicorn. So that tells me that in the wintertime, I feel like your person's skin is like gonna look like porcelain. Okay, it's like really white with their dark hair, so it's going to be a very interesting and kind of like a striking contrast. And then I feel like in the summer, looking at these people, they're going to tan really well. Okay, so they're going to have that going on for them, is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's take a look at what color eyes this person's going to have. Okay, so going back to the hair, I'm also seeing that, it can be wavy, but it can also be straight. Okay, so I see that they'll have green eyes. Let's see. And brown eyes came through. Your person might also have piercings and like to wear jewelry. I feel like though, for some of you it might be like a lot of jewelry, and for others of you it's only going to be like something simple, kind of like a bracelet. Okay. And I'm also seeing that this person is going to be slender if they're a woman, and I'm also seeing possibly on the slender side for a guy, but also medium. And I don't know where my little slip went for that, but I remember that's what it was. And as well as an athletic like build. Okay. For this group. Okay, so all right, so similar to group number 1, I'm getting the impression that your person is going to like to dress it up, like when the occasion calls for it. Okay, with both what these people are wearing. I'm seeing that, but I'm also feeling like, and I do feel like they're also going to like to go out, you know, socialize, wine and dine. Like they got this whole like classy feel to them, but at the same time, they also know how to chill, you know, and like they'd rock sweats or leggings, and just like, you're just gonna find them to be super attractive no matter what they wear. So I'm getting real similar vibes with these groups on that. And okay, so a bit about their personality. Your person is going to come across like one of the wisest people you've ever talked to, okay? And I feel like you're going to be blown away, like conversation wise, by the depth of this person. Okay. And I feel like, yeah, with the communication card, like your guys' conversations are going to be amazing. Like I don't feel like anybody else is going to step to this person as far as communicating goes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just going to be like effortless and such a flow, and you are just not going to be able to get enough of this person. Okay. I feel like every moment is going to be interesting with them. Like I drew the unicorn. So this person is basically a unicorn. You know what I mean? Like they are just going to come across as being completely like a rare find, a rare gem, and you two are going to match though, okay? So I feel like whoever's choosing group number 2, you guys are a rare gem as well, okay? So we often choose people who mirror back like the qualities that we like about ourselves. So that's definitely what I'm seeing for this group. And yeah, and what's interesting is all the blue that's showing up. So that represents like the throat chakra. So you guys, the conversations are going to be amazing, okay? And like you guys are going to just have so much fun and be so expansive together. I feel like you guys, this is going to be an elevated relationship, okay? I'm like excited for this group. And on top of that, so this person is going to make you feel like you're on vacation, okay? So it goes back with making any moment fun. So you guys could basically do nothing. And I feel like you would have the best time of your life with this person. I also feel like this person's they're a very creative individual. So that goes with the Pisces card that I drew for this person. So they don't have to be a Pisces, but they're coming across as very imaginative, you know, creative, intuitive, aware. And with the water, like I said, like their depth and the wisdom is just, it's on point. You know what I mean? People can't step to that. And I feel like, so with this card, I feel like they got a lot of different creative projects going on. And this person's really good at multitasking. They're really good at, like, they got this laser sharp focus, and they hit the ground running, and like they get a lot of different like amazing things done because they come from inspiration. So it's like, it's amazing what hits this person and what they end up doing. So, like I said, you guys, you're both going to elevate each other. Okay, this is going to be an amazing, expansive marriage. And on top of it, I do see, you know, you two might end up traveling as well together and just going on adventures. And I feel like, yeah, like I said, like I feel like all things are honestly possible. You know, when you and this person get together, is what I'm seeing. So, yeah, sounds amazing, group two. All right, group number two, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye, guys. Hey, group number three. Okay, so what does your future spouse look like? Okay, group number three. So two cards flew out for you guys. So your person, and this represents, you know, for the guys as well, is going to have red hair, is what I'm seeing. Okay. As well as fair skin. And the hair could be, for some of you, the hair is going to be like big hair, okay, and wavy. And for others of you, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be more straight. I know her hair is kind of wavy, but that's the impression though I got as compared to that card. So yeah, it could go either way for this. Wavy or straight. With very porcelain-like skin is what's coming through. I would say, yeah, this person most likely does not tan. And let's check out the eyes. So I am seeing that your person could have green eyes as well as blue eyes. Okay, so we're getting light eyes with the red hair and the porcelain skin. I'm seeing that your person could have piercings as well as tattoos came through as a possibility. They are also, okay, so for the guys, I'm getting kind of like medium built and even athletic. And for the women, I'm getting actually the same thing. Kind of like an athletic build or like a bit curvy is what's coming through for this. Okay, so on top of that, I want to get into their personality now. Okay, so I see this person, okay, right away with the 10 of Earth here, your person has really good work ethic, okay? And they are at first going to come across, I feel like, as kind of serious and like a strong, silent type, you know, like a quiet confidence is coming through for this person. Like I feel like, and they have such a piercing like stare and look. I feel like they can kind of come across probably as somewhat intimidating, especially the women, not as much the guys, I feel. But I see though, once, you know, you actually start talking to this person, their face is gonna like soften and light up, and like they're just gonna have like this amazing smile is what's coming through, and you're gonna see like a lighthearted, even funny, quirky type of personality. Okay, so yeah, they definitely have like their own unique way about them is what's coming through. So yeah, and we have Taurus as well as Aquarius, so that really does match. Like this person, you know, they're really good at whatever it is that they do is what's coming across. So that's like the Taurus in them, you know, like that laser focus, and I'm gonna hit the ground running, get all this stuff done, like stuff, you know. Okay, well, it's kind of like a Taurus in that way, but actually this person has even more work ethic than a Taurus. Taurus pretty much do that with things that they're into and procrastinate with that, which they're not into. Not always, but you know. And but yeah, definite earth energy though. So maybe even more like Virgo is also coming through. But anyway, Aquarius though too, like once you start getting to know this person, they're gonna show you, you know, their unique self. And they're definitely come across as kind of quirky and fun. And I feel like you guys are gonna be like, ooh, you know, this person isn't, they're not all work and no, they're not all work and no play. And even though they might come across at first as being somewhat serious, they're gonna lighten up and show you that fun side is what's coming through. So along with that, I drew the raven for this person. So this person is very wise and intelligent, okay? Like, and they only reveal to people what they want people to know. And I feel like, you know, it's like one of those things where they're so kind of in their own world doing their own thing that they really don't want to open up to just anyone and just let anyone in. It's kind of like they want to know, like, are you here to stay or not? Like, are you going to be one of those people that matter and is in their circle of closest friends and family or not, basically? This is a very no-nonsense person. This is a person that doesn't like drama. They don't like, they don't like drama and they don't like nonsense. This person is very goal-oriented too, I'm seeing. Okay. So they're looking for their match. They want somebody who will, you know, help them. Like, will you help them be elevated and step up their game? And they like challenges too, I'm seeing. So a very interesting dynamic of a person. But very mysterious. It's almost hard to get a read on this person. That's how mysterious they're coming across. Oh, yeah, and there's the athletic build. Okay, so this person, okay, so they also kind of, I don't want to say like play games, but they kind of mirror people back. So like if they sense that you're switching up on them or giving them different energy, they're going to do the same thing. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. Oh, and then the sweet talker, yeah, that's when this person starts to feel comfortable and like they're in their element when they're with you and they feel like they can be themselves and, you know, they feel, it's coming across that this person has a flirty side. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because at first you wouldn't think that. They come across as being very professional and kind of business-like, honestly, is what I'm getting. And like, confident in what they do, but as far as like social interactions, I'm getting a little bit more of an introverted side from this group. Like I said, until they feel comfortable, and then I feel like, ooh, you're gonna see this side to this person that you're gonna be like, whoa, okay, you know, like flirty, charismatic, fun, like I said, quirky. But yeah, all in all though, and with the strength card, this is a very resilient person, okay? So this person, for some of you, it's kind of like they definitely rise to the challenge, you know? And I feel like I use this expression a lot anymore, but let's be real, like especially after last year, and everybody's had to kind of be like that phoenix rising from the ashes, you know, just like re-emerging, just a stronger version of yourself than you once were, you know. It's like everyone's been called to really step up. And I feel like that this person has, okay, they're strong. They're a strong individual that you're going to be with. They're going to be your rock is what's coming to me. Like I said, like that strong, it's a quiet confidence, but they have this secure, grounded, stable energy that being in their presence, you're going to feel like everything's okay. So they're like a definite rock is what's coming through. And this person likes to be led by inspiration. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person reads a lot. Okay, so they like to keep their mind mentally stimulated with new ideas. And for some of you, this person could, you know, getting kind of teacher professor vibes, like be really good at and knowledgeable in certain areas and just be able to like talk, I feel like, forever about certain topics and areas of interest is what's coming through for this. So kind of got like a scholarly feel to them. And for some of you, this person has probably been in school for quite a, like I could see like graduate school, PhD type, all that. That's not going to be for all of you. Okay, that's just going to be their personality coming across like really knowledgeable. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 4. Okay, so what does your future spouse look like? Okay, group number 4. So the card that I drew for you is this. So I see that your person is going to have dark skin. Okay. And it could even be, anywhere from like a light to medium dark skin as well as dark skin. Okay. And as far as the hair color goes, I am seeing the possibility that your person, okay, they could have black hair, they could have brown hair, and they could have blonde hair. Okay, so we're getting like kind of a mixture coming through for that. Okay, let's take a look at the eye color. So yes, your person could have, nobody's really showing their eyes in these pics, but brown eyes. And I'm also getting hazel eyes as well as like honey eyes are coming through. Yeah, there's the brown. Okay, so for some of you, your person is going to like to wear jewelry. And some of your people could have tattoos. Okay, so I'm also getting the impression that your person is going to be a real, like naturally a stylish person. Okay, so yeah, definitely, getting a bougie vibe here, and like designer brands and stuff is coming through. And I think even to be casual, like, it's gonna be like top of the line sweats or leggings, and just like you're gonna think that they're just super attractive in anything that they wear. Like, I'm getting that for all the groups. Okay, this person is going to rock whatever it is that they wear. You know what I mean? Like, they're just gonna all around look good, and you're not gonna care what it is they're wearing. But they do it because they want to look a certain way. So, they're true to themselves, and that's what they're gonna do. Okay, so I'm getting a mixture too, as far as like hair goes. Like, yes, some of your people might have braids, some of your future spouse, and others of you, it's gonna be just like long, wavy. Is coming through. Okay, so I also pulled the Black Jaguar for this group, and so your person is going to be like an independent, strong type, as well as like come across like independent, as well as kind of mysterious and confident. Very true to themselves type of person, okay? And it's like everything they do has some kind of purpose, like they walk with a purpose, this group. And I'm also getting Aquarius vibes for this group. So they don't have to be an Aquarius. But I'm getting, though, that they're just going to be so much like their own person. And it goes back with them being true to themselves and just, they're going to put their own spin on things, they're going to like have their own flair and like style and just way about them that's going to be different from everybody else. And yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna just be like, oh my gosh, like smitten by it, because they're gonna come across as being so much their own person. In fact, like every card I drew after that was about that, you know. This is basically like the Aquarius card. So yeah, you're gonna feel like, wow, you know, this is like no snowflake is alike. So this person is going to be that much of a like a rare gem to you. And I feel like you guys, and I know I said this in other groups, but it's coming across again. It's because you guys are a rare gem, okay? So yeah, we're drawn to people that, you know, have qualities in us that we like. And so it makes sense. Because often, you know, you'll hear in videos, people go, it's not like you described me. Well, yeah, you know, because you're actually going after people who remind you of you, whether you realize it or not. Like, you know, the qualities that we like. And yeah, along with this is like when somebody just comes along and, you know, that favorite drink you have that you don't care about any of the others because you're like, yeah, it's so amazing. That's how you're going to feel about this person and how they're going to feel about you, okay? And I just get a real, like, a freshness, and, like, you guys are just going to, like, get each other, like, viewing life like it's amazing again. I feel like it's going to reawaken, like, this aliveness in you and this inspiration, and it's just going to be elevated, and you guys are just all going to be like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, you're just not going to be the same when this person walks into your life, is what I'm getting. And it's going to be in a good way, because it's going to feel very celebratory, okay? The energy when you two are together. And I feel like you guys are just going to expand off of each other and bring out the best in each other. And things are just going to be very mutual, very fiery, very passionate. And just, you guys are going to feel amazing and alive, okay? So yeah, group number 4, this looks amazing. All right, group number 4, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 5. Okay, so what does your future spouse look like? Okay, group number 5. So for you guys, I ended up pulling these two. Okay, so I actually have 2 main ethnicities that came through for this group. Okay, so one is Native American, and the second one is Latino or Hispanic. Okay, so right away I see that your guys' person is going to have like brown, you know, like light brown skin. And yeah, so along with that, with the hair color, I am seeing brown for the majority of both groups. For eyes, I'm seeing brown as well. Okay, so some of your people could also have hazel eyes. Okay, so if this is a woman you're wondering about, I feel like they're gonna be more on the shorter side. And if it's a guy that you're wondering about, I'm seeing on the taller side. Okay. Okay. Also, the women could be on the curvier side. And some of the men are gonna have facial hair and be a medium-like build. So I'm also getting with that, like, kind of athletic and even muscular as well. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, there's the muscular. Okay. So I don't know where it went, but there was like a tattoo card. So some of your people could have tattoos as well, is also what I'm seeing. All right, so I also drew the dragonfly card, which tells me that your guys' future spouse could definitely have a spiritual side, or, you know, some kind of, yeah, like a spiritual side to them is what I'm getting. And they may have even gone through some kind of a transformation, you know, where they've basically like done some spiritual work, you know, and come across as being more aware and just like wise is what I'm getting. They could also be a social media influencer, okay? And if not, whatever it is that they do for a living could help serve others is what I'm seeing. Like there's some kind of like being of service to others to some capacity. It is possible though that they do speak, because there is something here with the voice. And I feel like on top of that, you guys are going to love this person's voice, okay? You're just gonna love listening to them speak. And I'm also, okay, so what, okay, okay, so I'm also getting that this person, they like to wear like form-fitting clothes is what I'm getting. And oh my gosh, it's like the same with every group, but I feel like, you know, this person, they would dress it up to go out, you know, or, you know, but all in all, I feel like they'd look good in like sweats or leggings, you know, like, yeah, like you guys are gonna find them to be super hot, so it's like it's not gonna matter what they wear. And yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna love their eyes too. Like she's just got this stare about her, and yeah, and it's funny, 'cause, yeah, like he's like, you know, muscular, so I feel like your guys are gonna be like muscular, so yeah. All right, so I feel like you guys are gonna have amazing communication with your person. Okay, like you could talk for hours, and you guys are just, the communication's just gonna flow so naturally and effortlessly that, you know, it just, I'm getting such a similar thing with everyone, but like it's what's coming across though. Like you guys, it's just gonna be like, you know, super like expansive and like an elevated type of relationship, and just like, you know, I just get the impression you guys are going to be mesmerized by each other and like want to stare into each other's eyes and just getting real romantic vibes. You guys are going to bring out this romantic side of each other is what I'm seeing. Okay, and it's going to be a real passionate relationship, and you guys, you're just going to have chemistry, and it's just going to be amazing. I also feel like, you know, that you guys are gonna love the way each other smells, and like, yeah. And let's see, your person is gonna come across with Taurus vibes, so they don't have to be a Taurus, but like they're just gonna have like this real like determined type of personality, and once they have their eye on you, like they're not gonna see anybody else is what I'm getting, okay? And they're gonna love to make you smile. Yeah, I feel like this person's gonna like want to make you laugh and smile. Like that's gonna be their favorite thing in the world, is to see your face light up. Also, you guys are gonna, so not only are you guys gonna be really attracted to each other and have really good communication, I feel like, you know, anything you guys do is going to be fun. Like, it's gonna be like one of those things where you don't even have to do anything, because every moment spent doing anything is fun. As well as, like, naturally, you two are gonna bring out this real playful, like, energy out of each other, okay? And it's gonna be very fun, it's gonna be feisty and flirty, and just, you're gonna be charming, you know, all around, and it's gonna leave you like kind of addicted, honestly, to this person, because you're not gonna feel this way about, you're gonna be like, wow, I have not felt this way about anybody else, okay? So yeah, this person's gonna be smooth too, and I'm also getting like, I feel like they're gonna have smooth skin as well. Yeah. And like I said, they're gonna stare into your eyes and you're gonna like, you're just gonna melt in their arms, is what I'm getting. Okay. As well as like their voice. Yeah. You guys are gonna be so smitten. Okay. Group number 5, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 6. Okay, so what does your future spouse look like? Okay, group number 6. This is the card that I drew for you guys. So the ethnicity that I got for you is Asian. But Indian also came through, and like Pacific Islander as well. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at more at what they would look like. Okay, so if this is a girl you're wondering about, I feel like they're going to be on the shorter side. And if it's a guy, I feel like they're going to be tall. Okay. The guys are coming across as being kind of slim to kind of, yeah, like slim to medium. And then like also an athletic build is coming through. I'm not seeing any tattoos for this group, but it's a general reading. So I mean, you know, if you click with somebody with tattoos, then that message wasn't meant for you, but overall, that's what's coming through. Okay. So I feel like your person is going to dress like, I'm saying like the same message for everybody, but it's what's coming across. Like if they want to dress up, I feel like they will, you know, and they'll look really good and stylish and like classy. But like if they want to dress down, they will, and they'll look good in that as well. Okay, so you're going to find your person to be so attractive that it's not going to matter what they wear, and they're going to rock whatever they wear, is what's coming through. Okay. So yeah, though, definitely a blend of classy and casuals coming through. Okay. I'm also getting for this group like dark hair. Now, for a small majority of you, I do feel like your person though might actually have it dyed like a different color. So it could be blonde, it could be red, it could even be blue or purple. Okay. But for the majority, it's going to be dark. Okay, so I also drew the Moose card. Okay. So your person comes across as being wise. And so there's going to be a part of them that is like kind of looking up to the sky and like wanting to follow their heart, follow their passion, follow their inspiration and make their dreams happen. But there's also a practical side to them as well. Okay, so I feel like they're also a very grounded person, but I feel like they have a mission. Okay, so with the Chariot as well as the Moose here, they want to bring like a message across to the world. So for some of you, this person might be in the spotlight, and for some of you, they might not be, but like something that they do is like going to involve speaking or serving others somehow. Okay, so I'm just getting like they definitely feel like they have this life purpose, and that's what drives what they do. Okay, and they're very in touch with like what it is that they're into, religion or spirituality wise. That pretty much guides their entire life and what they do. Okay, so they're coming across like a Leo that came out twice for this group. So that kind of also gives me like spotlight vibes for this group. So like I was saying, like they could be in the spotlight. But all in all, I feel like, you know, this person, they're true to themselves and they're true to their word as well as what it is that drives this person, you know. And so like they like to be in alignment with their higher self as well as what their message is. So I'm getting like real, like they're in integrity basically. So they really want a match that is also in integrity, okay? So like people who say what they mean and their actions match their words type. Okay, that means a lot to this person. Okay. So what's interesting too though is, so on top of all that, I'm also getting kind of rock star vibes with this group. So hey, it's possible that's the spotlight part of this person, okay? So they definitely have like a very edgy look to them, I'm getting, okay, with my alternative card here. So they might do their hair kind of different, might be kind of shaggy-ish, like, you know, just like kind of rock star looking. And their clothes might be kind of different. They might like to wear leather, you know, boots, just studded belt. Just getting like real rock starry vibes. And just, you know, definitely something with the spotlight is kind of coming through now. But I still feel like though there's something else, even if your person was in a band, like they still have some kind of message, I feel. So they could even be a writer, speaker, something. Or on YouTube. Or all of it. Okay, so this person also wants to inspire change in the world is what I'm seeing, okay? And they want to, like I said, they want to do it through their message. So you guys, you know, I feel like you would have an elevated relationship with this person if you like, you know, just you were there for them, you supported them along this journey because, you know, that they feel like this is why they're here, basically. Like, we're talking big life purpose coming through for this group. I also feel like this person is going to kind of come across as being kind of the opposite of you, but that it's going to work. You know what I mean? Like, when I see this, this tells me like initially, like you guys might think, whoa, we're so different. But like once you get to know each other, I feel like you guys are just gonna like really expand off each other and just kind of like, you know, it's like you both are gonna kind of get each other to see things from each other's perspective, and it's gonna expand your own awareness is what's coming to me about this. So it's going to be real, like an expansive relationship because of your differences and your opposites, okay? So yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's the other thing that's coming through. So, you know, this person, they're very like into what they're into, so they're very knowledgeable. And I feel like you guys are going to have very expansive conversations, and it's going to take you both down the rabbit hole and like just very metaphysical. And yeah, it's gonna all around just really like, I feel like you both are gonna bring out like your higher selves with each other and talking. Well, whether you're talking or doing things, it's not gonna matter, you know, like it's gonna be a great time with this person. Also with the Chariot, I'm getting that this person might have either moved a lot or they're going to want to with you, like they're going to want to travel is what I'm seeing. And I feel like, yeah, I'm getting that this person likes adventure, they like being spontaneous. So, you know, they're gonna, if you're not into that, well, you know, I feel like you're going to be when you're with this person. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of like wanting to move, like a lot of movement. So this person might also like physical activity, okay? And that would go back to the being kind of like an athletic build. And yeah, so they might want, you know, like your guys' date nights to involve like dancing or like, you know, just something that involves movement is what's coming through for this. All right, group number 6. Oh, also. Okay, so back to the Leo. I feel like your person's going to be very fiery personality-wise. They're going to like to challenge you, and I feel like, you know, they're, like I said, they're going to come across as being intelligent and fun, spontaneous, just all around. You're going to be super like magnetically drawn to this person, okay, and not feel like you can get enough of them, and you're going to be really attracted. And just all around, like, life's gonna be amazing. All right, group number 6, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.